everybody, Sue here from She Sells. I'm trying to keep my head right in the perfect position to where you don't see all that glare in my glasses. It kind of drives me crazy, but can't help it. Can't see the phone without them. Getting old. All right, so I've had a really rough week. Things just aren't going well. Sales aren't that great. I don't know. Just it feel like one thing after another has been going wrong. So last night I thought I'm just gonna sit down and play around with eBay. And most of you know if you've been watching me for a while that oh, if you, 3, 4. Let's see, it was in April, so I don't know how many months ago that is. 5, 6 months ago, I guess. I bought like 100 pairs of shoes, mostly Nikes. I say brand new in the box, except some of them were returns from Amazon, so they might have been tried on. Some were definitely never used because they are even tried on. I could tell with the paper in them and everything. Anyway, I had them for a little while. I took pictures of them. I got a lister and she listed them for me, and I sold quite a few, and I mean some really good prices. I made good money on them, 2, 3 times, 4 times what I bought them for. I have like 40 pairs left, and I haven't listed a thing in at least a month. I lost my teenager who was taking my pictures for me. She went back to school, and I haven't had her back. So I've been doing some promoted listings on and off. I did a couple sales. I sold some definitely sold some in August, like back to school. But these last few have just been kind of hanging around, and I just haven't done anything with it. So I thought I'm gonna just end some of the listings and relist them. Change the price, drop the price a little bit, because I mean I still have them pretty much full price, and to make like $30, $40 a pair on them. And I would like to just kind of clear out that rack and have an extra rack for Christmas time, whatever. So I was going to drop the prices pretty dramatically. I tell you, one thing I have done is when I've been able to make offers to buyer, and I just really drop the price, $20, $30, I have sold a few that way. So I made the mistake of ending like 8 or 9 listings all at one time, and then started to relist them. By the third one, I just was using the same title again, went to relist it, and it said, basically, it was a long error, but it was basically keyword spamming. The only thing that was in the title was Nike, the exact name of the shoe. Like, I'm trying to remember what one of them was. I should have looked that up before I started the video, but the exact name of the shoe, the color of the shoe, that it was a men's shoe. I didn't say shoe all those times, so shoe was only in there once. So Nike, the type of shoe, men's, the color, and the size, or probably the color, then men's, then the size. And that was it. And I thought, oh, okay, well, this one's just kind of funky. I still have another one with that same title in there because I have a different size. So I had like a size 11.5 and a size 7. Anyway, I just moved on to the next one, and I was able to do 2 of them, and then I got to the next one, and I was having the same problem. And it was Nike Speed Train 4s. And it said, the color, that it was men's, and the size on those. So I decided, you know what, let me just call eBay and ask him what's going on. And he said, let me look in the listing. And then he asked me, do you mind if I play around with it a little bit? And then he's telling me, well, you don't have to put men's in there. You don't have to put the color, because all these things are going to be in the item specifics. Okay, well, at least 3 or 4 attempts he tried to take this word out, take that word out, and relist it, and it wouldn't work still. So he said, let me call another department. So he called them, and he said, well, now the problem is I've tried to fix it 3 or 4 times, and so it's not going to let me list it anymore. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to have to end this one. But I mean, they removed it, so I don't even have the description or you know, I keep my stock number on there so I know which shoe it is, which, I mean, I can find that. But the funny thing, you know, I'm telling them, well, I can understand if you put like Nike, Adidas, Reebok in there, that's spamming. But I only had the exact name of the shoe. And in the photo of the box, that's the name of the shoe. So he said to me, yeah, I know. We just have so many people. It's such an oversaturated category. And people are, you know, using all these spamming keywords. Okay, but so he said, go ahead and relist it if you don't mind. And then, you know, redo the listing. But this time only put Nike Speed Train 4s. Because everything else will be in the item specifics. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. So now I hang up and I'm thinking about it. The more I think about it, I'm thinking, all right, so if I do a search, okay, granted that the item's probably going to come up from the item specifics. But if I have a whole page of Nike Speed Train 4s, and I'm glancing down through and I'm looking at the prices, but I'm looking at the title and I don't even see, is this size 7? I'm not even going to open that one, or I'm not going to go to buy it. I'm going to go to another one that has size 7 in the title, because I'm not going to open a listing just to see what the size is or make sure that's really the size. Or, I mean, the color, I can see leaving the color out because that's in the photo. But that really irritated me, and I mean, I'm not even going to get into the whole this week's discussion on promoted listings, but yeah, I'm just not. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Nikes. I mean, I might just pull them and put them on Poshmark or Mercari. I really didn't want to go to Poshmark. People told me at the beginning, you know, you can get more money for them on Poshmark. And the lady that does my listings on eBay will do Poshmark listings. And since most of them, except for these Nike Train 4s, which now has disappeared, since most of them, she's got the listings already, I may just have her duplicate them over there. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm curious if anybody puts in the comments if you've had any, you know, issues similar. I don't know if anybody out there is selling Nike shoes, if it's happening in any other categories. I have not relisted any shoes since the new update, so I don't know if it just came there. I'm still having my glare issue. Anyway, just be curious to hear what your comments will be on this. And I do have a video that I have in my head. I had a viewer ask me about going full-time on eBay, and I have some thoughts on that. I did start it on one day. I get confused on what day it is. Today is Friday. One day earlier in the week, or I want to say it was last Saturday, I decided I'm going to talk about this during my sourcing day. And I started, I think I did a couple minutes on my way, you know, I probably started at the post office and went out to source for the day. And I shopped 12 and a half hours, and it was too dark. It was 10:30 at night when I was on my way home, when I had time to talk about it again. So yeah, I'm going to come out with a video probably in the next week, and it's going to talk about, you know, kind of my ideas about when or how you can go full-time if you want to as a reseller, and or if you even should. Okay, so like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Sorry, I feel like the clarity in here isn't very good. The sun's kind of going down, but of course, I still have the glare. I'm sitting out here on my porch enjoying the last of the evening in my swing because I have had a very rough week. But I'm determined next week will be better, so we'll see y'all on the Tuesday and Thursday morning shows, and have a good weekend. Happy selling. Bye-bye.